Hi guys, I welcome you back to March Mock Drill 8th. On March 26, in the presence of Prakash Javadekar, an MOU was signed by the State Pollution Control Board, urban local body, and institutes of repute for 132 identified cities for implementation of city-specific action plans under National Clean Air Program. NCAP's target is to achieve 20% to 30% reduction in particulate matter concentrations by 2024. 132 cities are to be selected to implement city specific action plans under the National Clean Air Program. NCAP's target is to achieve 20% to 30% reduction in particulate matter PM2.5 concentration by 24. For your information, I must tell that PM2.5 is the most pollutant particle present in the environment, so that's why more focus is on this. On the occasion of 100th birth anniversary of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, India and Bangladesh are together making a film titled Bangabandhu, directed by the renowned film director Shyam Benegal. So they are together making a film titled Bangabandhu. Film director Shyam Benegal, Bangladesh capital Dhaka, currency Taka, PM Sheikh Hasina, President Abdul Hamid. On March 23, Odisha is celebrating the 100th anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi's first ever visit to the state. On this occasion, Union Minister Sanjay Dhotre has digitally released a commemorative postage stamp of 100 years of the visit of Gandhiji to Odisha. So Odisha is celebrating the 100th anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi's first ever visit to the state. Sanjay Dhotre has released a commemorative postage stamp on 100 years of the first visit of Gandhiji to Odisha. Capital Bhubaneswar, CM Naveen Patnaik, Governor Ganeshi Lal. On March 24th, genome sequencing by INSACOG shows variants of concerns as a novel variant in India. The Indian SARS-CoV-2 Consortium on Genomics is a grouping of 10 national laboratories that was established by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare on 25th December 2020. So INSACOG is a grouping of 10 national laboratories established by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Indian SARS-CoV-2 Consortium on Genomics is the full name. Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has launched Dial 112 emergency response system wherein people can call through the toll-free number for all emergency services including police, fire and health. State government has allocated rupees 157.12 crore for the project. So Odisha has launched the Dial 112 emergency response support system. 157.12 crore have been allocated for the project. Odisha's capital is Bhubaneswar, CM is Naveen Patnaik, Governor is Ganeshi Lal. Directorate General of Foreign Trade will assist state and union territories to prepare an annual export ranking index of different districts to rank each district on its export competitiveness. So DGFT is going to assist states and UTs to prepare an annual export ranking index of different districts. DGFT comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Piyush Goyal is the minister. Headquarter of DGFT is in New Delhi. Director General is Amit Yadav. On March 27th, Cochin Shipyard Limited has delivered the first 500% passenger cum 150-ton cargo vessel, Sindhu, to the Andaman and Nicobar administration. The ship is delivered as a part of a series of 4 passenger vessels comprising 2 500 persons, 1,200 persons at a total value of about 1400 crore under the Make in India initiative. So 1500 pax passenger cum 150-ton cargo vessel Sindhu is delivered to the Andaman and Nicobar Island. This will help to relieve the logistics behind carrying and ferrying transport as well as people in the UT. Capital is Port Blair. Lieutenant Governor is Admiral Devendra Kumar Joshi. Headquarter of Cochin Shipyard is Kochi, Kerala. Chairman and MD is Sri Madhu S. Nair. On March 24th, the State Government Assembly of Odisha has passed a unanimous resolution for the incorporation of word Ahimsa in the preamble of Indian Constitution. You can see it here. Odisha passed this resolution for the inclusion of word Ahimsa in the preamble of Indian Constitution. Capital is Bhubaneswar, CM is Naveen Patnaik, Governor is Ganeshi Lal. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, Union Minister for Education, has launched a competency-based assessment framework for the CBSE students of class 6 to 10th based on National Education Policy 2020. The assessment aims to improve the overall learning outcome of students, mainly covering 3 subjects: English, Science and Maths. So Ramesh Pokhriyal has launched a competency-based assessment framework for the CBSE students of class 6 to 10th. Headquarter of CBSE is in New Delhi. Chairperson is Sri Manoj Ahuja, formed in the year 1962. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and Minister of Defense for Republic of Korea, Mr. Soo Wook, have jointly inaugurated the first of its kind India-Korea Friendship Park in New Delhi. India and South Korea have agreed to go for a joint production and export of military hardware. So Rajnath Singh and Su Wook have inaugurated the first of its kind India-Korea Friendship Park in New Delhi. They are going to go for a joint production and export of military hardware. South Korea's capital is Seoul. Korean Republic won is the currency. President is Moon Jae-in. The Supreme Court has rejected a plea for the stay on the issue of fresh round for electoral bonds from April 1 to 10. Electoral bonds are available in the denomination of 1,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh and 1 crore with no maximum purchase limit. SBI is authorized to issue these bonds. So SC has rejected a plea to stay on the issue of fresh round of electoral bonds. Denomination of electoral bonds are rupees 1,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh and 1 crore. Authorized bank to issue bonds is State Bank of India. On March 28th, the centre has planned to issue a 14-digit identification number named Unique Land Parcel Identification Number (ULPIN) to every plot of land in India within a year's time. The ULPIN scheme has been launched in 10 states this year and will be rolled out across India by March 2022. This is the next step in Digital India Land Record Modernization Program, which began in 2008. The centre planned to issue a 4-digit unique land parcel identification number to every plot of land. This was launched in 10 states and will be launched across India by March 22. So this is under the Digital India Land Modernization Program, DILRMP. It was launched in the year 2008 under the leadership of Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. On March 20th, Uttar Pradesh government will introduce a happiness curriculum as a pilot project from the academic session. To be called realization curriculum, it would be introduced in Mathura schools in the session onwards. The happiness curriculum was first introduced in the Delhi government by 2018. So it's going to introduce a happiness curriculum, also called realization curriculum in Mathura schools. Happiness curriculum was first introduced in Delhi by 2018. UP's capital is Lucknow. CM is Yogi Adityanath. Governor is Anandiben Patel. Kempegowda International Airport in Bengaluru became the first in South India to have operational parallel runways. It was closed for renovation and upgrades in June 2020. So it has become the first in South India to have operational parallel runways. Headquarters of AAI is in New Delhi. Chairman is Sanjeev Kumar. HPCL Mittal Energy Limited has become the first Indian company to buy oil from Guyana. India is the world's third largest crude importer. HMEL has brought the 1 million barrel cargo of Guyana's Liza light sweet crude. So became the first Indian company to buy oil from Guyana. Third largest crude importer is India. Guyana's capital is Georgetown. Guyanese dollar is the currency. President is Irfan Ali. Headquarters of HMEL is in Noida, Uttar Pradesh. MD and CEO is Prabh Das. On March 30, Bihar is set to become India's first state to have 2 green energy efficient towns in Rajgir and Bodh Gaya. The towns will start getting solar energy through the first of its kind renewable energy projects from 23. So you can see it here. Bihar is the first state to have the 2 green energy efficient towns in Rajgir and Bodh Gaya. The towns will start getting solar energy from 23. Bihar's capital is Patna. CM is Nitish Kumar. Governor is Fagu Chauhan. On March 30, 104 feet tall flag mast hoisting the national flag was inaugurated by Sikkim Governor Ganga Prasad at the Mahatma Gandhi Marg in Gangtok. So this is the 104 feet tall flag mast hoisting the national flag. It was inaugurated in Gangtok, Sikkim. Sikkim's capital is, you can see it here, Gangtok. CM is Prem Singh Tamang. Governor is Ganga Prasad. Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs has notified IceGate portal or Indian Customers and Central Excise Electronic Commerce Data Interchange Gateway as the common custom electronic portal for all custom related documentation and duty payment. So CBIC has notified the IceGate and Indian Custom and Central Excise as common custom electronic portal. Headquarters of CBIC is in New Delhi. Chairperson is M. Ajit Kumar, founded in the year 1964. The Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade has revamped its Industrial Entrepreneur Memorandum Portal. The upgraded portal offers single IEM for one company to capture detail of its location and sectors. So DPIIT has revamped its Industrial Entrepreneur Memorandum Portal. DPIIT works under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Headquarters of DPIIT is in New Delhi. Secretary is Guru Prasad Mohapatra. United States has notified that India has been added to the list of countries that have been affected by African swine fever, imposing restrictions on the import of pork and pork products from the country. India's export of pork and related items to the US in 2020 was $5 lakh. So US adds India to the list of countries affected by African swine fever, imposing restrictions on the import of pork. USA capital Washington DC, currency US dollar. 46th president is Joe Biden. 49th VP is Kamala Harris. Israel has recently held its fourth parliamentary election in 2 years, the product of protracted political deadlock and disagreement over long-time leader Benjamin Netanyahuy's fitness to rule while facing corruption charges. So Israel recently held fourth parliamentary election in 2 years. Israel's capital is Jerusalem. Israeli shekel is the currency. President is Reuven Rivlin. PM is Benjamin Netanyahu. The third phase of the Indian Beamline project was initiated on March 23-21 with special focus on industrial application research. It is a facility for material research set up under India-Japan Scientific and Technological Cooperation. This India-Japan Scientific and Technological Cooperation project was initiated in the year 2007. So the third phase of the Indian Beamline project was initiated in Japan. India-Japan S&T Cooperation project was initiated in 2007. Japan's capital is Tokyo, currency is yen, PM is Yoshihide Suga. PM Narendra Modi has visited Bangladesh from 26th to 27th March 21 to join the celebration of Golden Jubilee of Independence of Bangladesh. Government of India announced 1000 Suborno Jayanti scholarship for Bangladeshi students for pursuing education courses in India. To mark the 50th anniversary of India-Bangladesh friendship, both sides released respective commemorative postage stamps. Russia collaborated with India to establish Rupur nuclear power plant, which is the first nuclear power plant of Bangladesh. So Narendra Modi has visited Bangladesh to join the Golden Jubilee celebration of the independence of Bangladesh. He has announced 1000 Swarnim Jyoti scholarship for Bangladeshi students for pursuing education in India. First nuclear power plant of Bangladesh will be established by India and Russia. Bangladesh capital is Dhaka, currency is Taka, PM is Sheikh Hasina, President is Abdul Hamid. On March 30th, Swedish automaker Volvo Cars have announced to give its 40,000 employees worldwide the right to 6-month paid parental leave in a bid to increase gender equality and attract talent. As of April 1, employees who have worked for the car maker for at least 1 year will be entitled to the benefit at 80% of their salary. The policy is based on Sweden's national parental leave policy. So Volvo Cars is to give 40,000 employees worldwide the right to 6-month paid parental leave. Headquarter of Volvo Group is in Gothenburg, Sweden. CEO is Martin Lundstedt. On March 30th, Iceland witnessed the awakening of a volcano near its capital Reykjavik for the first time in 900 years. Streams of red lava bubbled and flowed out of a fissure in a valley in Gleidingallur, close to the Mount Fagradalsfjall. So Iceland has witnessed the awakening of volcano for the first time in 900 years. Mount Fagradalsfjall was located in Iceland. Iceland's capital is Reykjavik. Krona is the currency. President is Goni H. Johnson. RBI set a deadline of March 31 for firms to submit their applications for setting up new umbrella entities. As envisaged by the RBI, NUE will be a non-profit entity that will set up, manage and operate new payment system, especially in the retail space such as ATM, white label, POS, Aadhaar-based system and remittance services. RBI set a deadline for the firms to submit their application to set up the new umbrella entity. Headquarter of RBI is in Mumbai. Governor is Shaktikanta Das, established in the year 1st April 1935. On March 22, RBI has imposed a monetary penalty of 15 lakh on Fed Bank 15 lakhs on Fed Bank Financial Services Limited, Mumbai, for non-compliance with certain provision of the RBI's direction on monitoring of frauds. FedSina is a subsidiary of Federal Bank. So RBI has imposed a monetary penalty of 15 lakh on Fed Bank Financial Services Limited. Headquarter of Fed Bank Financial Services Limited is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is Anil Kothuri. Headquarter of RBI is in Mumbai. Governor is Shaktikanta Das, established in the year 1st April 1935. On March 26, Union Bank of India has launched the Uni Carbon Card, a Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited co-branded credit card on the RuPay platform of NPCI. This co-branded credit card is bank's maiden joint venture. So HPCL has co-branded the contactless credit card Uni Carbon Card launched by the UBI. Headquarter of HPCL is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. CEO and chairperson is Mukesh Kumar Surana. Headquarter of UPI is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. CEO is Raj Kiran Rai Ji. Tagline is good people to bank with. On March 24th, as per the Reserve Bank of India's new guidelines on amalgamation of 2 or more UCBs, a uni-state urban cooperative bank can metamorphose into a multi-state UCB through amalgamation with a uni-state bank registered in another state. So RBI has released new guidelines on amalgamation of 2 or more urban cooperative bank. Headquarter of RBI is in Mumbai. Governor is Shaktikanta Das, established in the year 1st April 1935. Here we will take a 7-minute break and we shall be back with another 30 points of the mock drill of March 8th. So we are doing mock drill 8 of March and we'll be back in 7 to 8 minutes. So let's begin. While attending the 6th annual meeting of the Board of Governors of NDB, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has announced that India is going to set up a new development financial institution with the initial paid-up capital of around $3 billion with a lending target of $69 billion in the next 3 years. So India is going to set up a new development financial institution with an initial paid-up capital of around $3 billion. India's lending target is $69 billion in the next 3 years. On March 26, National Payment Corporation of India has capped the volume of transactions via Unified Payment Interface on third-party app providers at 30%. This will be with effect from January 1, 2021, and the providers will have to comply with the market cap norms on UPI until December 23. So NPCI has capped the volume of transactions via UPI on third-party apps at 30%. Headquarters of NPCI is in Mumbai. Chairman is Vishwa Mohan Mohapatra. MD and CEO is Dilip Asbe, established in the year 2008. On March 30, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank has partnered with N-Store to digitize offline retailer and small businesses in India. Under this partnership, the lender will offer a mobile application and links to its current account holders who own local business. So Ujjivan SFB plus N-Store is going to take on local Kiryana stores online with this new app and links. Headquarters of Ujjivan SFB is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. MD and CEO is Nitin Chugh. Headquarters of N-Store is in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. CEO is Pradeep Sampath. On March 30, RBL Bank has tied up with Tide India, a UK-based banking fintech, to provide banking services infrastructure for Tide India's platform focused on the SME segment. Tide aims to acquire 25,000 customers in the first year of the launch. RBL Bank and Tide India are going to tie up to provide banking infrastructure for Tide India's platform focused on the SME. Headquarters of RBL Bank is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is Vishwaveer Ahuja. Coming to defense affairs, French multinational naval exercise La Pérouse was scheduled from 5th to 7th April 21 in the Bay of Bengal. Post conduct of La Pérouse, Indo-French naval exercise Varuna is scheduled in the Western Indian Ocean, wherein UAE too shall be participating. It is for the first time that Indian warships shall be participating in the La Pérouse exercise. So La Pérouse is in the Bay of Bengal. India participated for the first time. Naval exercise Varuna is in the Western Indian Ocean. On March 29th, India and US has begun a 2-day passage exercise PASEX in the Bay of Bengal region. Indian Navy's long-range maritime patrol aircraft P-8I participated in a passage exercise with US Navy. So India and US are going to begin a 2-day passage exercise PASEX in the Bay of Bengal. Capital is Washington DC, currency is US dollar, 46th president is Joe Biden, 49th VP is Kamala Harris. Troops from Pune headquarters Southern Command of the Indian Army have launched Operation Thiruvallur in Tamil Nadu for the safe disposal of at least 10 tons of unexploded ordnance collected from the industrial sector in Thiruvallur district. Southern Command of the Indian Army launched Operation Thiruvallur in the Tamil Nadu. This is basically to get rid from the ordnance factories disposal. Tamil Nadu's capital is Chennai. CM is Thiru Adapatti K. Palaniswamy. Now he has changed. He is now Stalin from DMK. Governor is Banwari Lal Purohit. On March 26th, Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has launched Tribal TB Initiative in the pursuit of TB Mukt Bharat by 2025. He announced the government accords top priority to ensuring universal access to free treatment and care for TB across the country. Dr. Harshvardhan has also announced the link Nikshay portal of MOHFW and Swasthya portal of the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. So Dr. Harshvardhan has launched the Tribal TB Initiative in pursuit of TB Mukt Bharat. Harshvardhan has announced the link for Nikshay portal of MOHFW and Swasthya portal of MOTA. Union Health and Family Welfare Minister is Dr. Harshvardhan. Constituency is Chandni Chowk, New Delhi. On March 24th, Ladakh Lieutenant Governor R.K. Mathur has inaugurated the first solar lift irrigation scheme of Kargil Renewable Energy Development Agency at Latu village. Ladakh has inaugurated the first solar lift irrigation scheme of KREDA at Latu village. Ladakh capital is Leh. Lieutenant Governor is R.K. Mathur. On March 20th, India has beaten England by 7 runs to win this ODI series 2-1. Virat Kohli moved to number 4th position in the ICC T20 batsman ranking and Rohit Sharma ranked at 14th. So you can see it here. Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton has won a thrilling season opening Bahrain Grand Prix 21, defeating Max Verstappen. It was Hamilton's first season opening triumph since 2015. So Lewis Hamilton has won the Bahrain Grand Prix 21. Lewis Hamilton is a UK driver and he drives Mercedes. On March 26th, a Centre for Excellence in Hockey will be set up in Uttar Pradesh. This is a 100-bed hospital for boys and girls. Modern sports medicine and physiotherapy center as well as top coaches will be a part of the center. So Center for Excellence in Hockey will be set up in Uttar Pradesh. UP's capital is Lucknow. CM is Yogi Adityanath. Governor is Anandiben Patel. India has continued its gold rush at the ISSF World Cup in New Delhi as the trio of Rahi Sarnobat, Manu Bhakar and Chinky Yadav have won the gold medal in the women's 25-meter pistol event. Yashaswini Singh Deswal won the gold medal in the women's 10-meter air pistol event. So you can see it here. Rahani Sarnobat, Manu Bhakar, Chinky Yadav have won the gold medal in the women's 25-meter air pistol event. Headquarter of ISSF is in Munich, Germany. President is Vladimir Lisin. India has ended with the highest ever medal tally in the ISSF World Cup with 30 medals, 15 gold, 9 silver and 6 bronze. India was followed by the US and Italy in the medal tally with a total of 8 and 4 medals respectively. So India has topped the medal tally in ISSF World Cup with 30 medals, 15 gold, 9 silver and 6 bronze. Second is US, third is Italy. Every year, millions of people across the planet turn off the light between 8:30 pm and 9:30 pm on the last Saturday in March, which is known as the Earth Hour. The goal of the activity is to spread awareness about sustainability and climate change. This year, Earth Hour is observed on March 27-21. It was started by the Worldwide Fund for Nature. The first Earth Hour was celebrated held in Sydney in 2007. Theme of Earth Hour 21 is Climate Change to Save Earth. So March 27, Earth Hour 21 by WWF, Worldwide Fund for Nature. Theme is Climate Change to Save Earth. First Earth Hour was observed in Sydney in 2007. Headquarters of WWF is in Gland, Switzerland. Director General is Marco Lambertini. Established in the year 1961. Rajasthan Divas is observed on March 30 every year to commemorate the formation of the state. State was formed on March 30, 1949, and this year marks the 72nd foundation of the state. You can see it here. Rajasthan's capital is Jaipur. CM is Ashok Gehlot. Governor is Kalraj Mishra. Every year, World Piano Day is observed on the 88th day of the year. So this year, Piano Day falls on March 29th. First Piano Day was in 2015. So first Piano Day 2015, 88th day of the year. You can see it here. 23rd March is the day that commemorates the passage of the Pakistan Resolution by the Muslim League at the historic Lahore session in 1940. The day is observed as the Pakistan Republic Day or Pakistan Resolution Day. So you can see it here. Pakistan's capital Islamabad, Pakistani rupee currency, PM Imran Khan, President Arif Alvi. International Transgender Day of Visibility, held on March 31 every year since 2009, celebrates transgender individuals' contribution to society. So March 31 is the International Transgender Day of Visibility since 2009. Coming to meeting, conferences and summits. Dr. Harshvardhan has addressed the India TB Summit last year. The government disbursed more than 249.43 crore to over 11.10 lakh patients as Nutrition Support Center under Nikshay Poshan Yojana. Theme for the summit is Reimagining TB Care in India. India targets to end tuberculosis by 2025. You can see it here. Theme is Reimagining TB Care in India. India's target to end tuberculosis by 25. Dr. Harshvardhan has addressed the 7th annual summit of Nat Health, focusing on the theme Indian health system expansion in post-COVID era. It was organized by Nat Health, Healthcare Federation of India. So Dr. Harshvardhan has addressed the 7th annual summit of Nat Health. Theme is India health system expansion in the post-COVID era. Coming to award, reward, recognition and prizes. American author Carmen Mario Machado has won the Rathbones Folio Prize for a memoir In the Dream House. The Rathbones Folio Prize is a literary award that was backed by London-based publisher Folio Society in the initial 2 years. So Carmen Mario Machado won the Rathbones Folio Prize for a memoir In the Dream House. On March 26th, Maggie O'Farrell's Hamlet, an imagined take on the death of Shakespeare's son from the bubonic plague, has won the National Book Critics Circle Prize for Fiction. Tom Zoellner's Island on Fire, the revolt that ended slavery in British Empire, won for The Notification. The award was given in total 6 categories as mentioned below. Key points are: Fiction is for Hamlet by Maggie O'Farrell. Non-fiction is Island on the Fire, the revolt that ended slavery in the British Empire by Tom Zoellner. Biography in the biography category is Stranger in the Shogun City, A Japanese Woman and Her World by Emmy Stanley. Minor Feelings is an Asian American reckoning by Kathy Park Hong. Here is the Sweet Hand by Francis J. Harris. Marking Time, Art in the Age of Mass Incarceration by Nicole Fleetwood. On March 28th, Prakash Javadekar congratulates Mahinder Giri for winning IUCN's International Ranger Award for his contribution towards conservation. He is a range officer of Rajaji Tiger Reserve. The award has been announced for 10 professionals across the world by International Union for Conservation of Nature. So Mahinder Giri has received the IUCN's International Ranger Award. Rajaji Tiger Reserve is in Uttarakhand. Headquarters of IUCN is in Gland, Switzerland. President is Xin Zhang. On March 20th, the 66th Vimal Ilaichi Filmfare Award 21 took place at the Goregaon Film City, Mumbai. The award ceremony was hosted by Rajkumar Rao and Ritesh Deshmukh. The complete list of winners for the 66th Vimal Ilaichi Filmfare Award is given below. Best film was given to Thappad. Best director is Om Raut for Tanaji. Best actor in a leading role Irfan Khan for Angrezi Medium. Best actor goes to Tapsi Pannu for Thappad. Best film is Eeb El-U. Best actor critic male is Amitabh Bachchan for Gulabo Sitabo. Best stories of Thappad, Lifetime Achievement Award Irfan Khan. Best music album Pritam for Ludo. On March 25th, Harsh C. Mariwala, chairman of Marico, has been named as the EY Entrepreneur of the Year 2020. Awards were announced for 8 other categories. Baiju Ravindran was conferred with Business Transformation Award. Prachap Chandra Reddy was felicitated with Lifetime Achievement Award. Piyush Bansal was conferred with the Manufacturing Category Award. Suresh Narayan was honored with the Entrepreneurial CEO Award. So you can revise it again. Harsh C. Mariwala, Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Baiju Ravindran, Business Transformation Award. Pratap Chandra Reddy, Lifetime Achievement Award. Piyush Bansal, Manufacturing Category Award. Suresh Narayanan, Entrepreneurial CEO. So he is the chairman of Marico. Marathi novelist, poet, critic and short story writer Shran Kumar Limbale was selected for the 30th edition of the 2020 Saraswati Samman, a prestigious literary recognition conferred annually by the KK Birla Foundation. Award carries a plaque and award money of 15 lakh rupees. So Sharan Kumar Limbale is selected for the 30th edition of the 2020 Saraswati Samman by KK Birla Foundation. Sharan Kumar Limbale is a Marathi novelist, poet, critic and a short story writer. Coming to appointment and resignations. On March 26, Soma Mondal, chairman of SAIL, has been elected as the new chairperson of the Standing Conference of Public Enterprises, while Pradeep Kumar Das has been appointed as the vice chairman of SCOPE. The newly elected members will take charge on April 1 and will continue for the office for the 21-23 term. Soma Mandal is the chairman of SAIL, appointed as the new chairperson of SCOPE. Pradeep Kumar Das is appointed as the vice chairperson of SCOPE. You can see it here. On March 23, the Board of Directors of Mahindra & Mahindra have appointed Anish Shah as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the company with effect from April 2. Shah is currently the Deputy MD and Group Chief Financial Officer. So Anish Shah has been appointed as the MD and CEO of Mahindra & Mahindra. Headquarters of Mahindra & Mahindra is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is Anish Shah, 2nd April onwards. On March 24th, Indian-American physician Vivek Murthy has sworn in as the 21st Surgeon General of USA for the second time. In 2013, Mr. Obama nominated Dr. Murthy to be his Surgeon General. So Vivek Murthy has been sworn in as the 21st Surgeon General in the USA second time. USA's capital is Washington DC. US dollar is the currency. 46th President is Joe Biden. 49th VP is Kamala Harris. Agnes Callamard has been appointed as the new Secretary General of Amnesty International for 4 years. He led a United Nations investigation into the killing of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Agnes Callamard France appointed as the new Secretary General of Amnesty International for 4 years. On March 26, as per the official order was issued by Department of Personnel and Training, the government has extended the term of Principal Scientific Advisor K. Vijay Raghavan by a year until April 22. Dr. Vijay Raghavan was appointed by PSA in 2018. So he got extension as PSA for 1 year until April 2022. On March 31, Digit Insurance have roped in Virat Kohli as its brand ambassador. With this association, company aims to carry the message of making insurance simple through cricketer. So Virat Kohli was roped in as brand ambassador of Digit Insurance. On March 26, India and Japan have signed agreement for loans and grant worth of a total 232.86 billion yen, $2.1 billion for crucial infrastructure projects including 119.9 billion yen loans for phase 4 of the Delhi Metro. So India and Japan have agreed for loans and grant worth of total 232.86 billion yen. Japan's capital is Tokyo, currency is yen. PM is Yoshihide Suga. The Jal Shakti Ministry has approved rupees 465 crore as performance incentive grant to 7 states: Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Sikkim, Gujarat, and Himachal Pradesh under the Jal Jeevan Mission. It is for the first time that 5 northeast states have been qualified for the performance incentive grant. In the financial year 2021, rupees 11,000 crore was allocated for the Jal Jeevan Mission. So Jal Shakti Ministry has approved rupees 465 crore as performance incentive grant to 7 states. 5 northeast states qualified for the performance incentive grant. Allocated amount for Jal Jeevan Mission is 11,000 crore. This is the total amount. State Bank of India has signed a loan agreement of up to $1 billion with Japan Bank for International Cooperation. The bank has signed a similar deal with JBIC in October 2020. Under this, Japanese automobile industries will have a loan supply chain. The supply chains of the Japanese automobiles will have these loans, $1 billion. Headquarters of SBI Bank is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Chairman is Dinesh Kumar Khara. MD is Challa Srinivasulu Setti, Ashwini Bhatia, Ashwini Kumar Tiwari, and Swaminathan Janakiraman. Japan capital Tokyo, currency yen, PM Yoshihide Suga. Coming to rank reports and surveys, we shall start this after 7 minutes and we shall go till the end most probably. So let's have a 7-minute break. You can do anything, and after that please come back. Let's start. On March 22, according to Bank of America security report, COVID-19 pandemic will delay the ambitious target of becoming the third largest economy by 3 years to 2031-32 now. Currently India is the fifth largest economy in the world behind Germany. The government has set a target of becoming a 5 trillion economy by 2030. So COVID-19 is going to delay the ambitious target of becoming the third largest economy by 3 years. Currently India is the fifth largest economy in the world. India's target of becoming a 5 trillion economy by 2030. On March 25th, according to the World Development Report 21, data for Better Life released by World Bank, only 11% low-income countries consistently made available with a license classifiable as open. India monitors 54 out of 130 SDG indicators. India has dropped 4 indicators from its tracking list, pointed out the state of India's environment in figures 2020. So you can see it here. Headquarter of World Bank is in Washington DC, USA. Member countries are 190. President is David Malpass. MD and CFO is Anshula Kant. The global wind power industry needs to install capacity 3 times faster over the next decade in order to achieve the net zero target by 2050, according to a report titled Global Wind Report 21 by the Global Wind Energy Council. 93 gigawatt of the new capacity was installed in 2020. So you can see it here. Aims to achieve the net zero target by 2050, 175 gigawatt renewable energy by 2022, 93 gigawatt of new capacity was installed in 2020. Headquarter of GWEC is in Brussels, Belgium. CEO is Ben Blackwell, founded in the year 2005. Healthcare has become one of the largest sectors of Indian economy and is expected to reach $372 billion in 2022, according to a report titled Investment Opportunities in India's Healthcare Sector, released by Niti Aayog. Sector has the potential to generate 2.7 million additional jobs in India between 2017 to 2022. So you can see it here, investment opportunities in India's healthcare sector, released by Niti Aayog. Healthcare sector in India is expected to reach $372 billion in 2022. Niti Aayog headquarters is in New Delhi. CEO is Amitabh Kant. Chairperson is Narendra Modi. Vice chairperson is Rajiv Kumar. India has ranked 8th in terms of market capitalization among the top 10 nations with market capitalization of $2.8 trillion in financial year 21, as per Bloomberg's report. The list was topped by US, followed by China and Canada. So as per the Bloomberg report, India is ranked 8th in terms of market capitalization. First is US, second is China, third is Canada. Asia Pacific region, including India, is staring at a K-shaped recovery of their economies, according to the report titled Economic and Social Survey of Asia and Pacific towards post-COVID-19 resilient economies by the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, UN-ESCAP. ESCAP has projected that the Indian economy is to grow at 7% in financial year 22 against a contraction of 7.7% in financial year 21. So you can see it here. The title of the report is towards the post-COVID-19 resilient economies. So you can see it here. ESCAP projected India at 7% in financial year 22. Can see it here. Headquarters of UN-ESCAP is in Bangkok, Thailand. Financial year executive secretary is Amida Salsia Alzizjabana. Coming to acquisition and mergers, on March 25th, Edelweiss Infrastructure Yield Plus, an AIF managed by Edelweiss Alternative Asset Advisor Limited, has acquired a 74% stake in solar energy assets of French utility firm NG Group in India. The partnership between the two companies is aimed at creating a solar platform with a plan to add 2 gigawatt solar assets in India over the next couple of years. So Edelweiss Infrastructure Yield Plus acquired 74% stake in solar energy assets of Engie Group. Headquarter of Engie Group is in La Défense, France. CEO is Catherine McGregor. Headquarter of Edelweiss Group is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Chairman and CEO is Rashesh Shah. On March 27, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited has sold its entire 61.5% stake in Numaligarh Refinery in Assam to Consortium of Oil India Limited and Engineers India Limited and Government of Assam for Rs 9,876 crore. So Bharat Petroleum has sold its entire 61.5% stake. Numaligarh Refinery is located in Assam. Headquarter of BPCL is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. CMD is K. Padmakar. Headquarter of oil is in Noida, UP. CMD is Sushil Chandra Mishra. Headquarter of EIL is in New Delhi. MD and Chairman is Rakesh R.K. Sabharwal. Assam's capital is Dispur. Sarbanand Sonowal. Governor is Jagdish Mukhi. Coming to MOU collaboration and partnership. On March 26, Tata Motor has signed a 3-year MOU with State Bank of India to offer financial assistance for the purchase of company's range of small and light commercial vehicle. So Tata Motors and SBI 3-year MOU have been signed for financing light commercial vehicle. Headquarter of Tata Motors in Mumbai, Maharashtra. CEO is Gunter Butschek. Headquarter of SBI Bank is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Chairman is Dinesh Kumar Khara. MD is Chala Srinivas Lusetti. Ashwini Bhatia is the another. Ashwini Kumar Tiwari, Swaminathan Janaki Raman. On March 26, Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust has signed an MOU with CNB Logitech for rupees 100 crore per annum to monitor, track and optimize the movement of 50 lakh containers in EXIM trade. The MOU will help achieve India maritime vision of 2030 by enhancing efficiencies. So Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust plus CNB Logitech, an MOU of rupees 100 crore to organize the movement of container. Location of Jawahar Nehru Port Trust is in Navi Mumbai, Maharashtra. Headquarter of CNB Logitech is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. On March 26, Convergence India Services Limited has signed a pact with CSC E-Governance Services India Limited to create demand aggregation for electric mobility, solar, energy efficient solution and other initiative of CECL. CSL and plus CSC SPV have signed a pact to create demand aggregation for electric mobility. Headquarter of CESL is in Kolkata, West Bengal. Head is Mahu Acharya. Advertising Standard Council of India has tied up with consulting firm Future Brands to launch a deep immersive study into gender depiction in India advertising. The study Gender Next aims to provide actionable insights that can shape the gender narratives in advertising positively. So ASI plus Future Brands have to tie up to launch a study on depiction of women in advertising. Headquarter of ASI is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Chairman is Subhash Kamath. On March 22, Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry and International Financial Services Center Authority have signed an MOU to establish a framework for collaboration and cooperation for development of Gujarat International Finance Tech City as a world-class fintech hub. So FICCI and IFSC have signed an MOU to jointly develop GIFT City as a world-class fintech hub. Headquarter of FICCI is in New Delhi. President is Uday Shankar. Secretary General is Dilip Chinoy. Headquarter of IFSC is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Chairman is Injeti Srinivas. On March 24, Jammu and Kashmir have signed an MOU with Trade Promotion Corporation of India for agro and food processing sector and film tourism sector at South Asia's largest integrated F&B trade show, Indus Food 21, being held in India Exposition Mart in New Delhi. So J&K and TPCI have signed an MOU for agro and food processing sector and film tourism sector. J&K's capital is Srinagar, Lieutenant Governor is Manoj Sinha. Headquarter of TPCI is in New Delhi. A letter of agreement was signed between the Bureau of Civil Aviation Security and Yamuna International Airport Private Limited in New Delhi. The letter of agreement defines provisions for civil aviation security responsibilities and functions in the upcoming international airport at Jewar, Noida. BCAS is in New Delhi. YAPL and both together have signed a letter of agreement in New Delhi. Jewar Airport is in Noida and it's an international greenfield airport. You can see it here. India Center for Migration, a research think tank for Ministry of External Affairs and the International Organization for Migration. They have entered into a collaboration for a joint study on strengthening data-informed and migrant-centered migration management framework in India. So India Center for Migration and International Organization for Migration have done a collaboration to study the migrant management in India. You can see it here. It's a research think tank of the Ministry of External Affairs. Headquarter of IOM is in Geneva, Switzerland. Director General is Antonio Vittorino, formed in the year 1951. TriFed under the Ministry of Tribal Affairs have recently entered into an MOU with the administration of Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu for the implementation of minimum support price for minor forest produce scheme and Vandhan Yojana. So TriFed, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu have signed an MOU to implement MSP for MFP scheme and Vandhan Yojana. TriFed works under Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Arjun Munda is the minister. He is from Khunti, Jharkhand. Headquarter of TriFed is in New Delhi. MD is Praveer Krishna. Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Capital is Daman. Administrator is Praful Patel. NSE Academy Limited, a wholly owned subsidiary of the National Stock Exchange, have signed an MOU with Gift Says Limited to assist in capacity building of trained manpower by developing, launching and conducting training programs related to international financial services. So NSE Academy Limited plus Gift SEZ Limited have signed an MOU to mentor financial services professional in Gift City. Now coming to books and authors. Neha Sinha in her new book Wild and Willful chronicles tales of 15 iconic Indian species which are in the need of conservation. Neha Sinha had won Century Wildlife Services Award in 2017. So, Wild and Willful book authored by Neha Sinha. Name, Place, Animal Thing is the debut book of Daribha Lindim. Lindim's debut novel is coming of age story of a young Khasi girl in Shillong during the early 2000s. So, Name, Place, Animal Thing debut book authored by Daribha Lindim. On March 26, former RBI Deputy Governor Kamlesh Chandra Chakrabarti passed away in Mumbai due to heart attack. He was 69. KC Chakrabarti was elevated as RBI DG in 2009. He served at Punjab National Bank, Indian Bank and Indian Bank Association. So KC Chakrabarti, former RBI Deputy Governor. Headquarter of RBI Mumbai, Governor Shaktikanta Das, established in the year 1st April 1935. On March 21st, noted Odissi dancer Lakshmi Priya Mohapatra passed away. She was the wife of legendary classical dancer Kelu Charan Mohapatra. She was 86. So Lakshmi Priya Mohapatra, Odissi dancer, passed away. Odisha capital Bhubaneswar, CM Naveen Patnaik, Governor Ganeshi Lal. On March 21st, Nawal Sadwi, a renowned Egyptian feminist, psychiatrist and novelist, passed away. She was 89. She was born in October 1931 in a Nile Delta village just north of Cairo. She published her famous book Women and Sex in 1972. So Nawal Sadawi, Egypt, a feminist, psychiatrist and novelist, passed away. Egypt's capital Cairo, Egyptian pound currency, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Pune Lieutenant General Walter Anthony Gustavo Wag Pinto, former general officer in the Indian Army, passed away on March 25th. He was 97 years old. General Pinto last served as the 8th General Officer Commanding in Chief of the Central Command. He is known as the Victor of Basantar. Battle of Basantar was one of the biggest ground battles ever fought by the Indian Army. He had received the Param Vishesh Seva Medal for his valor in the 1971 war. So Walter Anthony Gustavo or Wag Pinto, Victor of Basantar, passed away. He served as the 8th General Officer Commanding in Chief of the Central Command. He has received the Param Vishesh Seva Medal for his valor in the 1971 war. Headquarter of Indian Army is in New Delhi. Chief General Manoj Mukund Navrane. Vice Chief is Chandi Prasad Mohanty. On March 31, Punjabi writer Taran Gujral passed away in Chandigarh. She was 90. A writer of short story and children literature, Taran also dabbled in poetry. So Taran Gujral, Punjabi writer, passed away. Former President Didier Rati Sarika, who was President of Madagascar from 1975 to 93 and from 1997 to 2002, died in March 28 in Antananarivo. He was 84 years old. Didier Rati Sarika was the former President of Madagascar, passed away. Madagascar's capital Antananarivo, Melgarise Ariari currency, President Andry Rajoelina. Here we will take a short 4-minute break before ending the whole March series with this mock drill 8th of March. So let's finish. On March 26, ISRO has partnered with the Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology to coordinate joint research activities. ISRO's partnership with IST is something similar to JPL Caltech model in United States. JPL means is Jet Propulsion Laboratory. It's federally funded by the US space agency NASA and managed by Caltech, California Institute of Technology. So ISRO and IST have come together to coordinate joint research activities. JPL is federally funded by NASA and managed by Caltech, JPL Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Headquarter of ISRO is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Director is Kailash Vidhusivan, formed in the year 1969. Headquarter of NASA is in Washington, D.C., USA. Administrator is Bill Nelson, founded in the year 1958. Location of IST is in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. Director is V.K. Dadwal. Google has launched a new tool called Thread-It to help make remote work more efficient. The tool is like TikTok for workspaces. It lets users share short video recordings to share their work and connect with your team. So Google has launched a new tool called Thread-It to help make remote work more efficient. Headquarter of Google is in California, United States. CEO is Sundar Pichai, founded in the year 1998. On March 25, marine biologists from Central University of Punjab have discovered two new native species of marine algae, also called seaweeds, from the coasts of Gujarat, Diu and Tamil Nadu. Species are named as Hypanecia indica and Hypania bullata. Marine biologists from Central University of Punjab discovered two new native species of marine algae, seaweeds, Hypania indica and Hypania bullata, discovered from the coast of Gujarat, Diu and Tamil Nadu. Facebook along with Google has planned two new undersea cables named Echo and Bifrost to connect Singapore, Indonesia and North America. The two cables follow previous investments by Facebook to build up connectivity in Indonesia, one of its top 5 markets globally. So Facebook and Google are going to do that. Two new undersea cables named Echo and Bifrost. Headquarter of Facebook, California, United States. Headquarter of Google, California, United States. Founded in the year 2004. Founded in the year 1998. CEO Mark Zuckerberg. CEO Sundar Pichai. On March 25, the Indian Telephone Industries Limited and Thalmus Irvine have developed a technology named Garuda Blockchain Platform for storing medical healthcare data on blockchain and also conducted a proof of concept with as many as 300 patients. So ITI Limited plus Thalmus Irvine have developed a Garuda blockchain platform and conducted a POC with 300 patients. Platform stores and processes medical healthcare data. Headquarter of ITI Limited is in Bangalore, Karnataka. Chairman and MD is Rakesh Mohan Agarwal. On March 30, a new subspecies of the 6-line blue butterfly named Nakaduba Sinhala Ramaswamy was discovered from the southwestern Ghats. New butterfly species is named after Lord Rama. It was published in the Journal of Threatened Taxa in March 21. So Nakaduba Sinhala Ramaswamy, a species of butterfly discovered from the southwestern Ghats. Discovery was published in the Journal of Threatened Taxa. On March 29, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research and Bharat Biotech International are planning to bring the messenger RNA platform to India after seeing its successful use in the quick development of COVID-19 vaccine by US-based Pfizer and Moderna. So CSIR and Bharat Biotech are going to bring mRNA platform to India. Headquarter of CSIR is in New Delhi. President is Narendra Modi. Director General is Shekhar C. Mande. Headquarter of Bharat Biotech is in Hyderabad, Telangana. Chairman is Dr. Krishna Ella. Coming to Ordinance, Bills and Acts. President Ramnath Kovind gave his assent to the Government of National Capital Territory Amendment Act 2021. The Act provides for the term government referred to in any law made by the Legislative Assembly will imply Lieutenant Governor. President Kovind also gave his assent to the National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development Act 21 and the Mine and Mineral Amendment Act 21, replacing the Mine and Minerals Regulation Act 1957, Development and Regulation Act 1957. NBFID will be set up with an authorized share capital of 1 lakh crore. So Ramnath Kovind has approved the Mine and Minerals Amendment Act 2021. It replaces the Mines and Minerals Act 1957. Ramnath Kovind has approved the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Act 21. The term government will now refer to as any law made by the Legislative Assembly will imply Lieutenant Governor. So he has also approved the National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development Act 21. By this, all the powers virtually will require LG's assent. That means that center is supreme in the management of Delhi, in the governance of Delhi. Thank you for watching, dear friends. I shall be starting with April mock drills today itself, and I will be completing the April mock drills today itself. So kindly be ready for that.